I'm back trying to get the red out of red oak. And this time, I've got a fourth product to compare. In a previous video, I used 3 different products made to get the pink out of red oak. I compared those products' processes and looked at the final result and compared that to natural red oak. Right after that video dropped, I found a fourth product, Absco Red X Pro. So I'm back on my panel, I've applied the original 3 products, and now I'm gonna apply Absco, and we're gonna look at all 4 compared to natural red oak. So let's do it. So I have some of this Absco Red X Pro, and before I got it in my hands, I knew almost nothing about it. The only thing I've done is read through the instructions, I've sanded my panel, and it seems like this goes down just like floor finish. It's about 400 feet per gallon coverage rate, roll on, T-bar on, and so I'm gonna put it down just like floor finish, and we'll see the result. Okay, that looks a little thinner than some finishes. Oh yeah, it's good and thick like floor finish. Let me get my roller loaded. Huh, I have never seen this product before. Like, I've never seen the actual liquid. So, getting my first impression of this as I put it down. And it is got a teal color to it, so looks like it has a little bit of green pigment in it. That's pretty common with these kinds of products because green is on the opposite side of the color wheel from red. So green tint, supposed to eliminate red tint, red color. At least that's the theory. And I want to make sure, because it looks like it has a tint in it, I want to make sure and get it applied pretty evenly, as even as I can. And not leave any stop marks. All right. And I also want to shoot for that coverage rate for 450 feet per gallon. Oops. Come here, little guy. There we go. This is not exactly how I would coat a floor, just in terms of how I'm walking out of the area, but it is kind of awkward to work on a panel like this. Ooh. All right, done. That's pretty easy. Just like putting down floor finish, just trying to be a little bit more careful, try to make it a little more even. It's got some pigment in it, so I'm guessing stop marks would show up. I'll put one right here at the corner. And we'll see what that looks like when it dries. Other than that, yeah, that was pretty simple. That may be the most simple of all the ones that I put down. So let it dry, and then we're gonna compare everything once we get it stained and once we get it finished. All right, we're back on the panel the next day. I've got my Absco product down. I also redid the other 3 products, Bona RedOut, Ciranova Pink Blocker, and Part AB Wood Bleach. And I tried to do a little bit better application on those based on what I learned the first go around to give them all as good of a shot as I can appearance-wise. So I've got part of the red oak is just natural with each one of those products, and then I've got a part that's stained country white, so I can see what it looks like if you try to stain a light or white color with each one of those products. I've previously given my impressions of the other 3 products, the application and their looks, and now that I've got the Absco down, I'll give you my impressions of that product. It is very similar to putting down a floor finish or putting down a floor sealer. In a lot of ways, it and the Ciranova Pink Blocker are probably the 2 simplest of the 4 products that I put down, but it's probably, if you're a flooring professional, the simplest of the 4. It is just like floor finish in terms of thickness and application, and it rolls down just like a tinted sealer. So any of the sealers with white pigment or any other color pigment that you generally have to put on pretty even without stop marks, without lap lines and things like that, it feels very similar to those because it does look like it has a little bit of green pigment in there, and as long as you apply it evenly, it would be just like putting a sealer down over raw wood. Color-wise, the natural look does not quite look to me like a white oak. It looks a little bit pastel. It doesn't look like the natural weedy tones of white oak. The wood does look a little bit coated. However, it does a remarkable job at blocking the red color and the pink color. And so if you're looking to just block that red and pink, it certainly does that. When you put stain over the top of it, that stain has a good looking color. It does take away some of the pastel colors I don't really like as much in the natural coated product, but yeah, I think it's a good platform for stain. I did notice when I was staining the over the Absco product, it was a little bit different to stain. It's almost like you're staining over a seal coat. So the stain took a little bit differently than it does to just the raw wood fibers, but I think with a little bit of adjustment and experience, that's gonna be a non-issue for a flooring professional. Overall, I like that product for its simplicity. I like that product for the platform it gives for stain. And I think it does have a good place for taking the red out of red oak. So there you have it. You have my opinion on the Absco product, and in the previous video that we did, the other 3 products. But you don't just have to take my word for it, because we are actually gonna leave the panel as is and get a host of other flooring professionals to come in, take a look at it, blind, vote on what they think is the best looking product, and then we're gonna get the results of that and their reactions in a later video. We hope you like this. Please comment or put any questions you have below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.